Assalamu alaikum everyone. In today's class, we are going to see what are the common mistakes that people do while reading Surah Al-Lahab, and I will try to explain all of them in detail. So let's start the surah. I will read the thousand tasmiyah first. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سورة اللهب. Let me read the first ayat. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. So in the first word of the ayat, it's tabbat, tabbat. We have the letter ba on which we have to focus. The ba comes with a shadda sign. It means we have to produce the ba with two times and with a double sound. Tabbat, tabbat. Next word, yada, yada. So in this word we have to stretch the letter dal for 3 alif as the dal comes with a madda sign, a small madda. Next, abi. This one is also has to stretch. Lahabin wa tab. Lahabin wa tab. So in this word we have this letter waw which has a shadda sign, and when we join the letter ba with the waw, we have to do a gunna. Okay? Lahabin wa tab. And at the end, we have to do a kalkala. It means a bouncing sound we have to produce. Wa tab. Now let me read the whole ayat. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. Next ayat. ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب. Now in the start of the ayat we have the letter meme with the small madda. It means we have to stretch the meme for 3 alif. ما أغنى أغنى. As we know, in this word we have to focus on letter ghoin. Ghoin is a heavy letter. We have to make sure that we are reading this letter correctly. أغنى أغنى. Next, عنه عنه. Next word, ماله ماله. Next, وما وما. So, if you see here closely, I am stretching all those letters which has alif attached with it. So this meme has an alif with it. This meme also. So whenever alif comes with a letter and the letter has a vertical zabar, fatha sign, it means we have to stretch that letter for 1 alif, or you can say 1 count. Next word, kasab. Kasab. What I am doing here, I am doing a kalkala on the last letter, as ba is one of the kalkala letter, and on as we are stopping on it and the letter is not stretching after the stop, so we have to do a kalkala. Kasab. Let me read the whole ayat. ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب. Next ayat. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب. Now the first word, سيصلى سيصلى. In the first word we have two similar letters, Seen and Sod. Both have a sharp sound but letter Sod has to be read with the heavy voice. Sayafla, sayafla. Okay. Naron, naron, ذات لهب, ذات لهب. So in this word we have this letter Zal which is a light letter, and I am stretching this letter Zal as this has an Aleph sign with it. So ذات لهب, and at the end I am doing a qalqala on the last letter Ba, as I have already discussed when to do qalqala. Now the whole ayat sayafla. So if you focus here, I am reading the letter Sin with a sharp sound and letter Sod with a sharp and a heavy sound. Sayaf, sayafla narun ذات لهب. Okay. Next ayat. وامرأته, وامرأته حمالة الحطب. So we have to, okay, let's look at the first word. وامرأته, وامرأته حمالة الحطب. Now the next letter, next word, حمالة, حمالة. In this word, I am only stretching the letter Mim, and we have to focus on this letter Ha and make sure that we are reading the letter Ha correctly. حمالة الحطب. Okay. Now the next ayat. في جيدها, في جيدها حبل من مسد. So now let's look at the first word. في جيدها, في جيدها. We have the starting letter Fi, word Fi, which is a Ya lean, Ya madda, I'm sorry, Ya madda, and we have to stretch this Ya madda for an Alif. Fi Jidiha, Fi Jidiha. Here also we have a Ya madda, and then we have an Alif madda. So all three we have to stretch for one Alif. في جيدها حبل, حبل. So we can see that in this word hablum, I am doing a kalkala on letter Ba. Why? Because Ba is a kalkala letter and it comes with a sukun sign, with a jazm sign. It means we have to do a kalkala on letter Ba. So you have to remember two things to do kalkala. One, when any kalkala letter comes with a sukun sign, jazm sign, in this case we have to do kalkala on that kalkala letter. Second condition is when we are stopping on kalkala letter and the kalkala letter is not stretching after the stop. In this case, we have to do kalkala on the kalkala letter after we stop on it. So likewise, in this word, ba comes with a jazm sign, sukun sign, and that means we have to do kalkala. Habilum. If you focus here, I am doing a gunna on letter mim. Why? Because mim comes here with a shadda sign. It means it's a mandatory gunna, and we have to do here. And for two counts, we have to do gunna. Habilum, habilum. And if we look at the next word, the last word, mimmasad, mimmasad. So if you focus here, I am not reading this noon. Why? Because we know when a letter comes with a jazm sign and the next letter comes with a shadda sign. In this case, we have to avoid reading the uh, jazm letter and we have to read only the shadda letter. And why this? Because we, in both conditions, if a letter comes with the jazm sign, sukoon sign, or if a letter comes with a shadda sign, in both cases, we have to join the previous letter with these letters. So the previous letter can be joined with either of these two letters, either noon or meme. But we know we have to give higher priority to the shadda letter. That's why we have to attach the letter, previous letter with the meme, with the shadda sign. And we have already discussed that whenever meme comes with a shadda sign, we have to do one now. So how to read this word? Mimmasad. And as well a kalkala on the last letter. We have already discussed when to do kalkala. Mimmasad. Mimmasad. Let me read the whole ayat. في جيدها حبل من مسد. So this is the whole surah and I have explained you all the common mistakes that people do while reading this surah, and I hope this will help you to improve your recitation. If you have any question, you can ask me and I will respond to you definitely in the comments. So that's it for today's class. Inshallah, we'll meet in the next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz.